Hi Virgo. So last season we talked about how we were a little bit too cautious, how we were sometimes self-sabotaging ourselves, not allowing ourselves to achieve full happiness, and not really valuing ourselves the way that we should be. So what should we expect for ourselves during Sag season? Is that going to change? Where are we and where will we be? And then how will that go over into Capricorn season, when we should be planning and being a little bit more precise, which is a little bit more of a comfort zone, being an earth sign season for Virgo. Where will Virgo be? What are our perspectives? What is our mentality like? How are we viewing ourselves? You guys seem to be a little bit indecisive right now. Why is that? What are we worried about? I think for some of you, you have been giving these opportunities because of a particular thing that you've been lacking. And mentally, we're not really sure how to take it. That can be hard for Virgo, to be given opportunities that we think are going to work out for us and not necessarily know if they're going to work out for us. What else? I'm getting a lot of mental turmoil this season. And I think it's similar to Capricorn, where a lot of it was mental for Capricorn. But what about Virgo? What should we know for this season? Dog. I think some of us are going to get a reality check that we didn't really want. In terms of if we're dealing with someone we like, it's kind of like this passive-aggressive fighting. Now, we could do an extended reading to see why that is, but it's kind of driving Virgo mentally crazy, this person. Especially if you're dealing with a Libra or a lot of Libra qualities, or perhaps you're a Virgo with a lot of Libra placements. I see that too. Someone that expects balance, but is not really receiving that during Sag season. Let's pull one more card and see what these cards are looking like. So what about it? Okay. I don't think that it's dead though. If this is a love interest, I don't think it's dead. I think you need to beware with being a little bit too rash during Sag season when it comes to relationships and outcomes. Sometimes things go backwards, and that's okay. That can also be a part of a journey, right? Doesn't mean that's the end of a journey. I think it'd be foolish to see it that way right now. So let's look at these cards, okay? Okay, so here are the cards. We have the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords, as well as the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, and as well as the King of Cups in reverse, crossed by the Fool. Okay? Okay, Virgo. So I think that right now we are feeling a little bit hopeless, and we have this damaging mentality that's kind of leading us to our self-sabotage, like we were talking about last season, where when we feel hopeless, when we feel like we weren't doing something correctly, when something didn't go the way that we planned, we kind of get stagnant and we just sit in what we're feeling. And on top of that, we are hoping that everything turns out like this. We're hoping that the person we're interested in is falling for us. We're hoping that everything is balanced and fair, that we're not getting into arguments, everything is going sweet and perfect. And that's not the way that life works, and that's most definitely not the way that the universe works. The universe has a plan for everybody. So if something is not going the way that we want it to right now, it's because we need to know what it feels like to not have things go our way. On top of that, I think that some of you guys need to learn how to get out of this mentality. Virgo, you do this all the time. When you're upset about something, you just kind of sit in it and you don't let the people know that you're not happy. And I don't know why that is, because I think it is what happens is when you guys really like somebody or when you don't know somebody very well, it's hard for you guys to explain how you're not satisfied. And how you want more or you need more, and you don't want to push that person away or kind of give off a bad vibe and make them not interested in you. But honestly, I think that this guilt and or shame or whatever it is that you guys have been feeling in terms of the relationship, maybe they found out something about you, maybe you found out something about them that you weren't really too happy about, or maybe you're just questioning them, right? In terms of where the relationship will go, where the friendship will go, where this opportunity, maybe for some of you guys, you're having an like a opportunity coming to you that maybe be giving you money financially, but you're not sure how it's gonna be. Voice your concerns. If you want to go through the contract again, talk about it, especially because this came out. If you're going through a divorce, if you're going through a breakup, if you're going through maybe a new marriage, anything like that, and you're having cold feet, talk about it, right? We definitely don't want to start something new until we have all of our cards out on the table, literally. We don't want to do that. And I feel like right now we're going through this kind of like passive aggressive, doesn't seem very Sag energy or fire sign like passive, it's more passive combat kind of between somebody and somebody else. And I think a lot of it is mental because we're not voicing our concerns, and it's making us feel very much like this. But if we do what we're supposed to do and we actually voice what we're feeling, we can get here. We can have this be an actual gift. We can have this be a lesson that we use. And that person will see you as somebody that's balanced, that knows how to communicate, that knows exactly, that knows how to be this. This is Sag. This is what Sag needs to learn, and Sag season brings to us a balance between emotions and reality, right? So what we're feeling and what the situation is, a balance between those two, being honest with ourselves and the people around us, and also just exploring all of our options before we cut ties with somebody or before we dead an issue without actually deading an issue, right? Finally, we want to watch out for feeling like what we're feeling is not important, that we should just give up on the situation because it's getting a little emotionally difficult, Virgo. I know this is not really your forte, especially if you're dealing with a romantic situation, but this questioning yourself has been important because now you know what it is that you want. And for some of you guys, you have been very lonely. And if you're looking for a new friend, a new opportunity, a new project to get onto, this is definitely something you are going to want to pursue. But you need to be careful in being too hasty in moving on to the next thing when you're not ready for it. Okay? So that's the end of this video. Quick and easy and simple, Virgo. You need to talk about whatever it is. get your cards out on the table, figure out what it is that you and the other people involved all want and how we can get there, okay? Bye.